Hey guys, first regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a heroic bolt sniper rifle build for the sniper class in Space Marine 2 patch 12. Now, the main idea behind this build is just pure damage, so I will be taking things like targeted shot, marksmanship, and vantage point, and the heroic bolt sniper already has some of the best single target damage in the entire game, if not the best, because of the times 10 headshot multiplier here, and the heroic perk effect replenishing hit. After performing a headshot, one round is automatically reloaded into the weapon, so basically, as long as you hit your headshots on this gun, you will never run out of ammo. But that being said, you will also not benefit at all in this weapon from perks like reload restoration or perks like versatile precision that will give you back ammunition to your primary. The only way to ammo regen on this gun is through this perk effect, so just keep that in mind. Now, for the perk tree here, I do start off with the perk Remote Threat. Enemies at a distance of more than 25 meters take 20% more damage. Being 25 meters away from an enemy on a bolt sniper rifle actually happens quite a bit in this game, so it's actually a very strong perk. And the next perk here is also topped here with the perk Survival Instinct. When your health is below 30%, you will deal 25% more damage. Being below 30% HP on a sniper is not the worst thing in the entire game, mainly because you do have perk effects like Persistence or Conviction if you want to use them, and they will give you a huge damage reduction, or even stuff like Purification lets you get back all of your CHP, so a very strong option here as well. The next perk here is Adamantine Grip, up here into the perk Finisher Reload, and then we pick up the perk here Unwavering Resolve. After reloading while having low ammo, damage increases by 25% for 5 seconds. This will trigger sometimes, doesn't trigger like too often to be honest, as long as you're actually hitting your headshots, but it's not the worst perk ever, and I do think it's better than the perk down here, Fast Reload. Next perk here is Headhunter for 10% more headshot damage, into the perk Increased Capacity to give us one more round in our ammo reserve, and the final perks here are Strong Start, first round of magazine deals 25% more damage, into the perk Cleaving Fire and Recoupment. Killing a Majora's level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores an armor segment. The cooldown is 15 seconds. Getting armor back instantaneously off of a single shot with this gun, because you will one-shot Majora's with this weapon pretty much every time, is incredible. It's already one of the best perks in the entire game. It's even better here. Now, the perk over here, Strong Start, this damage bonus will be up like 24/7 if you hit your shots, because as long as you keep hitting your headshots, you will have the first round of your magazine the entire time, so it's like basically a 25% damage buff that's permanent, so really good there. And that's pretty much all there is for the bolt sniper rifle. And for the secondary here, I do take the standard heroic bolt pistol, mainly because of the 3-round burst mechanic here, which does actually give us back all the shots we need to trigger things like Pattern of Excellence for Melt Bomb spam. That is the main reason I take this weapon. Also, the other reason is because we have a Raven Guard champion skin here that does suppress the weapon. I think this thing is actually pretty cool, and I am playing an Acropolis Hogs. Now, for the perk tree here, I do take Perpetual Precision first, moving here into the perk Headhunter. Then I pick up the perk Gunstrike Reload, Increased Capacity, Headhunter again, into the most important perk here, Elite Hunter. After killing a Majora's level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, headshots will deal 50% more damage for 10 seconds. This perk is incredible. Just keep in mind, you do have to have the weapon equipped to trigger this. It can also trigger off of a melee execute, not just a melee weapon kill, though if you swap off your gun, you will lose the effect, which does kind of suck, but just keep that in mind. Next perk here is Headhunter, down here into the perk Extended Magazine, and the final perk is Divine Might, and that's pretty much all there is for this weapons tree. Now, if you want to take the heroic bolt pistol on the heavy bolt pistol option, or just any heavy bolt pistol, you could build it this way, and for the Inferno pistol, I would set up this way. You know, that is all up to you. I'm just taking this one for me. Now, for my melee weapon selection here, I do take the brand new heroic combat knife Argent Edge. In my opinion, this is currently the best fencing weapon in Space Marine 2, mainly because it will stagger any enemy on the first attack in their chain. That means a triple Ravener combo. You will stagger them on the first parry and get a gunstrike opportunity. Same thing for Lictors, same things for like a melee Terminator. That is incredibly helpful, because the number one way you die in this game usually is that you get frame trapped into like a triple melee Terminator hit or a triple Ravener hit. So really good option there. And the heroic perk effect is called Scathing Retort. The riposte window is shorter, but each riposte deals damage. All this does is give you damage on your perfect parry, and the parry window here feels more like a block weapon with a fencing effect. So really not too bad at all. And for the perk tree, I do take Armor Strength first. If your armor remaining, melee damage increases by 10%. Moving here into the perk Sharp Impact, right and left Skull Crusher AoE radius increases by 50%. I think this does help you quite a bit on like fighting the Minora swarms and stuff like that. Down here, I don't think this perk is worth taking a ton on this option, mainly because this knife is not very fast, so like stacking up multiple heavy attacks doesn't really happen that much, so I do pick up this one instead. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength for a 10% melee damage increase. And then I grab the perk here, Combined Onslaught for more light attack damage, into the perk Tide of Battle, Shoulder Bash, into the perk here Reeling Blow, and the final perk I take is Terminus Slayer for like a little bit more boss damage, mainly for my light combos. And that's pretty much all there is for the melee weapon. Now for the Sniper perk tree, I do start off with the perk here, Melee. Now for the Sniper's perk tree, I do start off with the perk Melee Mastery first. Melee damage increases by 20% against Majora's level and higher enemies. This is one of the best melee perks in the entire game. It is a 20% multiplicative melee damage buff to anything Majora's and higher. That is a lot of value for a single perk, especially in this column where Block Break and Medicate Adept are not very strong at all, so I do prefer it here for sure. Next perk is Vantage Point. Remaining stationary for 2 seconds increases your ranged weapons damage by 20%. This is a nice little damage buff and also quite easy to pull off with the perk over here, Lingering Concealment. After performing an attack that breaks Camo Cloak, you remain hidden for 2 seconds. These two work together pretty well because basically you go into your cloak, you just immediately get out of it and use those 2 seconds to set a Vantage Point and shoot them in the head. That may not be like the most practical thing ever for some people, but still pretty decent. Next perk here is Iron Grip. Weapon spread and recoil reduced by 20%, and range damage against terminus level enemies is increased by 15% for both sniper rifles and stalker bolt rifles. Well, both sniper rifles are us, and this column has no other option for this build anyway, so definitely grab this. Next perk here is Marksmanship. Headshot damage increases by 10% for all team members. Into the perk down here, Renewal. A headshot kill restores Camo Cloak's charge by 15%. You know, the only two like top combos here are Marksmanship and Renewal, or Squad Renewal and Purification, and like maybe even Renewal on top of that. But if you want to go Purification for like a little bit more survivability, you can do that. I would just make sure to pick up Squad Renewal because otherwise your Camo Cloak is very limited by comparison. But I'm going here for max damage today on Marksmanship and Renewal. Next perk is Targeted Shot. The first range attack that breaks Camo Cloak deals 75% more damage. Moving here to the perk Lingering Concealment for the reasons I previously mentioned. Into the final perk here, Pattern of Excellence. Performing 3 consecutive headshots restores equipment charge by 1. The cooldown is 30 seconds. This is the main source of Horde Clear on this build. When you find a Melt-A-Bomb and you're able to spam it every 30 seconds, that will solve like most warrior and chaos spawn issues for you, so really good for that, which is why I pick it up here. And that's pretty much all there is for the main perk tree. For my prestige perks, I take Emperor's Grace first. When Camo Cloak activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. This is one of the best utility perks in the entire game. Invulnerability in Space Marine 2 makes it so you phase through enemy attacks on top of taking no damage from them. So if you hit your Q button or like whatever your class ability button is on your console, you get this like 2 seconds of invulnerability here, you'll be able to just like phase through a Carnifex hit, be able to like charge up a Shadow Stab and a Power Gladius or something like that. Really good option and pretty much good on any build. Next perk here is Indomitable Spirit. While performing a gun strike, you don't lose control of heavy hits and cannot be knocked back. Into the perk here, Conviction for damage reduction, and the final perk, Exacting Focus. After a gun strike, you deal 20% more range damage for 10 seconds. This is already an incredible perk, but with the Argent Edge, it is even better because you get gun strikes even more on this weapon, so really good synergy there, and that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. The Heroic Bolt Sniper Rifle is one of the heaviest hitting weapons this entire game. You will mince Zoanthropes and Neurothropes on this weapon. That's one of the reasons I like taking it in general, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
We have a listener, and this is one of that. I am a phantom
the first shot.
of death.
Maybe a Paradox. Let's do this.
Do not let it get inside your head. Stealth ready. Xenos love crawling beneath us. Inserting fresh magazine. Alien biobomb activated. We live. Emilio line cloak ready. I am a phantom of death. Active camouflage charge.
I'm gonna shove mine.
Tyranids have no mind for tactics.
That's why it doesn't usually give you a Neurothrow boss.
Stealth
Because you just
ready.
kind of delete them. Full auto carbine instigator are really ammo hungry. I mean, nothing's too ammo hungry in this class because you have versatile precision in the prestige perk tree. Hey, FTG, this build is broken. I mean, they gave me a Neurothrow, dude. What do you expect, brother? Heroic Bolt Sniper is just that gun.
Sings of defiance and
I think this is like by far the best option for all game modes at the moment.
fail in their quest for
Obviously, it's very skill dependent on actually hitting your headshots. I won't lie, like hitting headshots on Chaos is really hard to do on this thing. Or I mean, like it's not like impossible. It's just very obnoxious to do, and not really that fun.
Heliolion cloak ready.
It turns into a lot of especially on Chaos Spawn. Chaos Spawn can just turn their backs to you, and you actually can't hit them. Less of an issue for Marines these days.
They shall not see. Alien bioform eliminated. Stealth ready. Heliolion cloak activated. Rearming.
Does the game spawn extremis and bosses based on your class? I've never really noticed it with extremis. On bosses, though, absolutely, dude. This game fucking hates you when it comes to playing. Like, if you play a melee class, it loves to spawn a Neurothrow on you. You're by yourself.
Heliolion cloak ready. Heliolion engaged. Stealth ready.
Okay, why is it? I guess I'm dodging back too soon.
Eliminate
A little too soon. Do your dodge animation, you will throw off your sniper shot if you move too quickly out of the animation.
Phantom of death.
Or if you fire too soon.
Fester and rot. Heliolion cloak ready.
Of course, there's like another million. Swarm lines.
They shall not. Alien bioform marked. Active camouflage charge.
Okay, you thought you were going crazy? No, dude. If you're playing a melee class solo, you will just see Neurothrows endlessly. It's actually toxic as fuck. It's one of the most annoying things in this game. I don't know how like it takes your teammates into consideration, but oh look, it's actual
Heliolion
fodder 2 for 1 combo deal
Add zoanthrope.
3
Select hostile backup on the way.
in this economy.
Heliolion cloak ready.
I have actually, so I'm getting all my shots back, which means I think the headshots is just
Alien
their sword
bioform
arms are built
eliminated.
different. What chapter are you? I'm glad you asked. These are the Necropolis Hawks, okay? And you gotta remember the name. You excited for the new heroics? And if which one are you looking forward to the most? Which one am I looking forward to the most? I want to try out the new plasma
Orders
pistol.
are
That one's
clear.
pretty good.
Advance. Could prove useful.
Sounds cool.
Take all you can carry.
So what chaos faction would you expect in Space Marine 3?
No
Okay.
hindrance remains.
The cynical answer is asset flip Thousand Suns.
Heliolion
But I actually think Thousand Suns were so disliked in this game, we might not get them in the next one.
Delta installation done. Stealth ready.
Melta, repeat, the loop begins.
There is a lift sniffing around. Our targets never stay hidden for long. Ended the ravenous appetite. Active camouflage charged. Tyranids repelled, brothers. Alien bioform eliminated. Xenoskull on scope. Familiar line cloak ready. They shall not.
Nobody ever said the heroic bolt sniper is fair against neuro throws. Sniper class is peak. I mean, I think the heroic bolt sniper probably is the most entertaining gun in this game right now. In terms of like single shot weapons, doesn't really get better than this. Like compare this one to the DMR and the Stalker Bolt Rifle, and like Stalker Bolt Rifle is really good. Is it as fun as one-shotting everything? I'm not so sure about that.
Munitions here.
Another sacrifice for the heroic sniper is true. Without Space Marine 3 would be Black Legion or Khorne. I mean, they might do that, but let's say everything that's in this game they could reuse as an asset for Space Marine 3 because Space Marine 3 is almost certainly going to incorporate at least some of what we see in this game.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
I'll say the nicest part about playing a heroic bolt sniper is that every time you're like wandering around and you like one day a neuro throw pops out, unlike the assault class with like a bolt pistol, you just fucking one-shot them.
The hive ships are moving into range of the government towers. We are in Kadaku's final hours.
Active camouflage charge. Delta bomb prepped and ready. Watch out for Ravener tunnels. Ravener destroyed. Rearming.
Perfect. How do you get the heroic bolt sniper to one shot? I get them with the red execute, not actually one shots. I have to shoot twice. Did you build actual damage perks for it? Just take marksmanship. There are quite a few ways to do it. So the breakpoint, there's a couple ways to hit the breakpoint. Also changes a little bit on hard strats, but first of all, as long as you keep hitting your shot with like a strong finish or strong start perk, that means like you get like a bonus damage for the first round of your magazine or last shot. If you sit on those on that ammo count, you'll get that bonus every single shot. On top of that, there's things like remote threat that make it so you do more damage at range, and marksmanship gives you a headshot bonus every time.
Objective on the active camouflage charged. The machinery here lies dormant.
System reset required. Initiate threat.
Oh, good job.
We must find and wake up all of the machine consoles to reach the battle.
Familiar line cloak ready. Alien bioform eliminated. Changing magazine. We cannot enter the fortress.
FTG, where's your
until the
enthusiasm?
entire
It's
system
everywhere,
is
all times. Hello, my brothers. Hello, FTG. What's up, Legend Magos?
Take all you can
Whoops, I didn't mean to hit that.
Picking up equipment.
What was stim waste? 10 HP healed.
Inserting fresh magazine.
Blessings extended to the slumbering unit. Awakening has begun. Attention, ministers. Communication with console halted. Biological impurities detected. Invasive material must be
Here we go.
prior to resumption.
We must search for where this invasive material has made its home. Stealth ready. Get eyes on this Tyranid hive beast sighted. Rearming. I would say we have found our invasive material.
What stim on F key does for motherfucker? I mean, that is a rebind. It's probably worthy, but I'm considering it too. There are a couple rebinds in this game that are worthwhile, but the only one I rebound was like the aim key from the mouse wheel, because the mouse wheel aim key in this game is like diabolical.
They shall not. There will be no end.
Established.
Alien bioform marked. Line cloak ready.
Okay. 100%. See, this is where block break is kind of nice. You don't get the headshot multiplier bonus, so the heroic bolt sniper is not super good for that. But being able to kill them is so nice.
Active camouflage charge. Unstyminate eyepiece sighted. Reloading. Checkpoint located. Stealth ready. Their numbers are no match for our traitor. We cannot enter the fortress until the entire system is activated.
Granted sword warriors somehow blocking bullets with 2 swords. Yeah. It's a little much. Pretty toxic mechanic in this game. I would say it's more annoying when you're playing the assault class and they block 100% of your ground pound damage. That's very pleasant. Not sure if it's me, but I feel like the hitboxes on Chaos Marines are too small. I know for a fact I shot the head, but I still register as normal hits. Well, their hitbox, their hitbox is a little different than it looks. Like their little, the upper part of their head counts too. They used to block shots to the back as well. They're pretty toxic. We don't like them. Pyramid warriors. We'll love to hate them, don't we?
Camelio line cloak ready.
Console operational. Connection to core controls established. Raising on desire. System restoration complete. Running control.
The consoles are active. Open the door.
Hi, what's up, Miguel?
Ordnance
Dang.
out. Reload.
Very ammo efficient of me to do that. Alright, let's just grab the ammo cache here.
Precisely what we need. The consoles are active.
I mean, we got like rid of 2 bosses immediately, which is kind of nice.
Captain Akaran. We are
That whip
entering
warrior
the
trying to ore farm, they always are.
Good. Head up to the cannons and remind the
That's the
Xenos of
career.
whom they dare to attack.
How are you today? We're doing pretty well, Miguel. How are you?
alien bioform marked.
We're actually feeling kind of shit earlier, but actually got some sleep, so that's nice.
We cannot backtrack.
Oh, or we cannot type that. You just ate a hot dog with ketchup on it. Are you canceled? Isn't that like the morally acceptable thing to do?
A Xenos stealthily tried to ambush us. Stealth ready. Victor could not win a fight. Rendezvous and mark. That zoanthrope is no more.
God, the Herbold sniper. It's like the only sniper in the game that feels like it should. You know, I feel like a sniper should one-shot guys. Like, that's pretty reasonable.
Line engaged.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Sorry, there. Whoops.
Camelio line cloak ready. Ready in next volley. Xenos rampage imminent. Synaptic servant slaughtered. Active
I guess we'll fight the Horde. A nap goes a long way. Well, actually, a nap was a lie. It was really more like a walk and no nap at all. In fact, there was no sleep at all. But I do feel better.
Stealth ready. They shall not see. Inserting fresh magazine. Alpha charge firing. Their numbers are no match for our training. Active camouflage charge. Army melter charge. Unseen, I stalk my target. Meteor line cloak ready. Fester as we stand, triumphant over the tyrannies.
Look at that guy just chilling there. Hey, look at that.
Rearming.
You use what mouse, dude? Dude, my mouse is like 15 years old, okay? There ain't no fancy mouse that's gonna make your game better, I assure you. I mean, maybe it will, but definitely not in my possession.
From all sides, and we will meet them.
I dream. That'd be cool. Alright.
Take all you can carry.
FTG, if you could remove one mechanic on enemy for SMT, what would it be? Actually a great question. Think about that. One mechanic removed from an enemy entirely? Fuck. What would that be? Probably the Biovore running you over. It's either the Biovore running you over, but like more importantly, the Sword Warrior block. Or at least 100% damage reduction in the Sword Warrior block. Like, it blocks too much in my opinion. And the block break perks aren't good enough. It's not like they don't like disrupt the entire game that much, but it is annoying enough that I'm not a fan. A fancy mouse can make you Ratatouille, though. I think Ratatouille was not a fancy mouse. Oh, well, not... Remy. No, you know what I'm talking about. FTG, what's the optimal mouse DPI to slay the enemies of mankind? Whichever one I've used to kill them, that one. I always kind of laugh when I hear things like that in this game, because, like, Space Marine 2 is just not that kind of game. These are the questions you'd expect from Dark Tide. I do think Space Marine 2 is not an easy game in the sense that, like, it has a lot of things you need to know to not die, but it doesn't, like, tell its mechanics very well, which is why there are so many fucking guides for this game, but also the mechanics aren't that hard in this game by comparison to most games. Like, nothing's too hard to execute for the most part. Wings of Flame Assault is probably the hardest thing to execute in this whole game at the moment. Either that or hitting every headshot on this weapon. Push out Chaos. I can do this.
Avoid its contamination. Stealth ready. Cannot shrug off our cannons.
Oh shit.
The Titan fires at us. Keep light between you and it. We have landed a powerful blow.
Adjust the rage mechanic, that too, the enrage mechanic. speaking of the devil. Can I get in here?
Camouflage charged.
Ask to like the little spit mines.
Xenoscum on scope. Emilio line cloak ready. Activation complete. Cannons loaded.
There's isn't enough build variety if you need more than one person making guide content in this game. I mean, this game's build variety has gotten better over time. But I'd say the bigger issue than that is that the builds in Space Marine 2, it's a very solved game. Like, most of the builds in Space Marine 2 are known. Like, the best builds have been the best builds for, like, over a year, almost. Or, like, almost a year now. And the only thing that really changes that around is, like, a heroic power act, like a new heroic weapon. So, like, for example, this is the same heroic bolt sniper build that we had last patch, basically. It's just now there's an Argent Edge attached to it. And we love the Argent Edge. But
We have incoming. Avoided contamination.
Waiting for fire command. Beam and fire with side up and ready minister.
an alternative plan. All I got is a knife.
Emilio line cloak ready. Readying next volley.
Please don't snipe me.
We have landed a powerful blow. The Titan fires at us.
Praise be the Argent Edge. I mean, Argent Edge is just the best snipe. You know, I hope that between patch 14 to patch 15, they make a big upset for, like, we have a bunch of overhauls. The thing about Space Marine 2 is all the weapon tree, the weapon trees for the melee weapons and stuff like that, they've been the same for over a year now. Like, they did one overhaul of them, and that was a year ago. And then they did an overhaul of some of the melee weapons that have, like, roll defense types, and that was almost a year ago. And for the most part, those builds have remained the same. And class trees don't change that much either.
I am a phantom of death. Time to end this battle. Re-energize the last minutes. We have incoming.
I guess you are allowed to do that. That is within your power, but... Oh wait, I forgot the gun again. This is also within my power.
Synapse Tyranid Hypnus sighted. Target item. Active camouflage charged.
It's getting better, and I really hope they keep improving the variety of builds. I'm not expecting anything huge to change until SM3. I mean, you're not wrong.
Activate the generators and restore the cannons.
I'm a very big fan of yours. Oh, thank you. Cool. There we go.
The Titan fires at us.
I also feel like Space Marine 2 is not a game where most of the community engages with the builds beyond, like, what weapon they want to pick. That's just something I've observed over time. Like, in Darktide, you can go into a very in-depth on a single perk. In this game, it's there's just not that much tech. There's definitely some. It's gotten better. But... I mean, there's a reason, like, half the content on my channel is, like, 40k stuff beyond the game. Because that's why I play this game now.
Generator ready.
I would say that Space Marine 2 functions far more as a 40k game and like a 40k community thing than an actual like standard horde shooter in some cases. I mean, obviously people care about the game, but they care more about... It's like, you know, it's the same energy as your favorite action hero, or like your favorite comic book hero is what they put in the MCU.
Stealth ready.
Diva's build depth is a Thunder Bulwark, and even that isn't his best build. I'd say the Diva's build depth is probably bug mechanics. There are a few bugs in this game that change a lot.
The Titan fires at us.
It sucks. Don't snipe me, that's all I ask.
Stay back from the tyranny filth.
I'll look what I can do because I'm a sniper. No. Something already.
Eliminate.
Yeah, we did it. There we go. That's a heroic bolt sniper, people.
Take the shot on those damn towers.
That one's always fun.
Divine retribution.
What's the best class in your opinion? Assault and tactical. And I can almost promise you, I can almost assure you guys, given what they're going to put in the siege mode next patch, all the top classes are probably going to be the same. You might have some move up that were like lower down, like Vanguard is getting some changes, so it could probably go up a bit to be closer to other classes, but as far as like top tier, it's hard to beat Assault and Bulwark. Bulwark's been the top tier class for like 7 patches.